Okay. And what is going on, guys? Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are back. And do remember, this is Calibur 6 5v5 round robin tournament between Luminary and Rowdy fighters. Of course, hosted by Fight Sessions. Yours truly. So I am Meza, of course, and I'm here with Sin.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Thanks for joining us today.
And of course, we got two strong teams, or at least we know one of them is very strong from their previous plays and exhibitions and tournament play. They're not going to be running their strongest players, but they're going to be running some pretty strong players as they've picked up Sly Tiger previously, as we've said, if you guys have heard. And we're looking forward to see more from the Rowdy fighters, as they are kind of like this challenging team. We are aware of Nori being their strongest player as an IV player, and people have talked about him. So that is going to be notable to pay attention to, as he's going to be going to Tiger first. Ooh, man. I'm ready to watch the match. I'm excited.
I know. The anticipation's killing me. It's going to, I agree with you. It's going to be really interesting to see, how these two teams come at each other. I'm ready for some hype matches. I'll weigh in a little bit because I personally know Sly Tiger, and he has been a player who has definitely been up and coming. He's done he's put in so much work, really, and he's an amazing player. I feel like, as I watch him, he's improving, consistently. He's trying to get in any kind of, tournament that he can, or any kind of, a scene that he, has the ability to play in. So it's an amazing thing to see when someone actually puts the time and effort in and starts improving and, really making a name for themselves. So I'm expecting a lot from him in this match. So I can't wait to see how this goes down.
Oh, definitely. Being one of the premier Talon players, I think it's very interesting because he got picked up a little bit later than most players. Everybody else was kind of getting picked up from, JJJ to Ender's J, all of them. And you were like, when's Sly Tiger going to get it? He's been putting in a lot of work. And, surprisingly, after a few tournaments for Luminary doing really well and Sly Tiger actually doing well on his own, Sly Tiger got picked up as one of the options, one of the prime choices for Luminary, as kind of like a how when you have two really dominant players and you're like, we just need one more.
Yep.
One more that can cover that basis. And I think that's what Sly Tiger is going to come here and do for them.
I know. And sometimes, you put the work in, you just hope that somebody spots you. And then once you get that little nibble, you just go all for it. So I'm really happy for him that he's getting this chance to go forward. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and get right into our first match here, finally.
My correction, I forgot, Nori is the Cervantes player. So this is something to definitely look out for. I guess they're checking their connection. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think they said they played and they were mid-match and they were up. Sly Tiger was up 2-1 for rounds.
Okay.
So I think they're just evening it out now.
They're just going to be...
Yeah. And I just got to say, I do like the costumes. I like Nori going with the Heihachi look. That is awesome.
I will say one thing I'm excited about. I don't know if you guys just saw the new announcement trailer. We're going to get, some new DLC and some more Tekken creation parts. So
which is awesome.
Definitely going to see more of that. So it looks like we're getting right into it. Sly Tiger's going to start with 2 rounds to 0 here.
Oh, wow. And very nice, already setting him up. And, this is something that Nori's going to have to look out for, is Sly Tiger has a lot of setups, is going to try to, throw out things that are, oh, wow, that's going to be bad.
Catches him with the tech trap. Oof, you do not want to key me there.
And this is the... Oh, yeah, that's Def. The last one does the most damage. And that's the thing. It's very key that Nori picks up exactly what Sly Tiger is putting down, because if he doesn't, he's going to keep getting hit with all these frame traps. He has to block. He has to wait. He has to be patient. You don't have to really block any of her lows. She doesn't get much off of it.
Right. If anything, they're just good pokes to interrupt what you're doing. But at the end of the day, that's Talim's game. She's going to get in your face. She's going to mix you up like crazy. She's got, highs, lows. She's got setup cancels. She's got all different kinds of things to really get in your head. So I agree. Nori's really going to have to keep an eye on Sly Tiger's playstyle here, because as I was saying earlier, you can only prepare for the character matchup so much. You really have to start reading what options your opponent is using and then punish them accordingly. So with Cervantes, obviously, Talim has higher frames here, so I'm just going to see how Nori adjusts here after this first game. I'm probably going to expect him to play a little more defensively, more of a mid-range game to kind of keep her out and stop her from getting anything started. But, we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I want to definitely see more from Nori. I want to see more of that 2A. I want to see more of that B plus K once he gets started. You know, look, 2A plus 6 frames on hit. So it's going to be really important to run that game and to poke out Talon here whenever she tries to go for anything. You can't really do these big moves.
Right. Sly Tiger.
Oh, sorry. Sly Tiger, yeah.
Sly got the first game. So Sly 1, Nori 0.
Very nice jump B there. Gonna get a full combo. And this is already a good start for Nori. Nori actually making some good start. And you see that B plus K already coming out. And that's plus 30 on hit. So Sly Tiger, plus 30 on block. So if Sly Tiger kind of doesn't do anything, if he gets hit, it's going to be hefty.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of going back and forth with, trading chunky damage here. Sly Tiger's got the knockdown. What's the Oki he's going to go for? Okay, goes nice to pop him back up, set up another Oki. So let's see how Nori gets up here.
Yes. Oh, right. Wow.
Nice top kick.
Didn't expect that, considering that that was a really risky play by Nori. Oh, pressing a button, unfortunately, trying to check Sly Tiger here, and Sly Tiger just ready for it, doing some flips and tricks over him.
Right, and that's the unfortunate thing. Once Talon gets you in that blender and she's popping you up over her head, she's setting up different Oki setups, so she can go anywhere. And when it comes down to a one-hit scenario, it gets really scary.
Oh, misses the drop kick. I can't even tell if he was just crouching it or if it just completely whiffed because he got hit, but that normally wouldn't happen. I think he just crouched it.
Yeah, probably. I believe that actually is a high.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be a mid, in this game.
Yeah. Nice duck.
Good blocking on Sly Tiger's part just to, keep himself safe there. But, nice step. I really like what Nori's trying to adjust to here. This is making such big play for him. Definitely trying to use that B plus K forcefully, trying to get Sly Tiger here to just hold the position so he can completely pressure.
Right, catches him moving with that counter hit, which is going to set up into more damage here. Sly Tiger's going over, pop him back up, put him back down.
And, oh wow, he's going to soul charge you. Use soul attack.
Talon and soul charge is actually really scary.
Dude, it's relentless. It's like she doesn't stop. She's just like, hey, I'm here. Hey,
exactly.
Come talk to me.
If you thought she pressured enough already, her soul charge is even crazier because once she starts tapping you with one hit, she gets so much damage off of just that. Because, you hit confirm and then you're Gucci.
Nice grab setup there for Nori. This is actually working out in his favor. He's actually, going to soul charge here just to be able to keep the pressure.
Yeah, I think he wants to keep his turn. He doesn't want Sly Tiger raking up into anything. He wants to push him away a little bit, which, honestly, I don't disagree with that. Especially with the guard crush option, and this is going to be it.
And Sly Tiger kind of getting a little too impatient there, wanting to close out the round and just not blocking, and could have maybe just got a 2A or, a 2K just to finish it off.
Yeah, I agree. And, as someone, me personally, who plays, a faster character in the game,
well, you hate to see that happen. They're both wiped out of here. They were too strong for their own good that they just had to leave.
I didn't know we were playing Dragon Ball Z Fighters. They just destroyed everything. So I think we're gonna just take a second here and just assess where we're at and try to get things back up and running. So please bear with us, guys.
Absolutely. And if you guys are just tuning in, do keep in mind this is going to be the 5v5 round robin, so you're going to get a lot of good matches. We're going to try to keep you guys up to date on the challenge, which we can let you know firsthand who's winning what and who's doing well where. So it's going to be important for you guys to pay attention to.
Exactly, yeah. And please feel free, guys. I see you in the chat right here. We're keeping in touch with everything. Let us know who you think's going to take this, whether it's going to be each game or each team. We want to know. We want to know what everybody's thoughts are on this.
Yeah. So all right. So based on how everything's playing out, I feel like obviously Sly Tiger has a slight bit more understanding of the situation when he's doing his mixes and whatnot, and it feels like Nori's trying to adapt and adjust, and he's doing really well. But who do you feel has a little bit of the slight adaptation a little bit faster? Do you think it's Sly Tiger's jumping to it more, or Nori's kind of being forced into the adaptation faster?
Well, it's kind of hard to say because at the beginning, obviously, Sly Tiger had the clear advantage. He was just playing his regular game, and it was working out. Now I think that we're into the second game, and Nori's seen a little bit of, what Sly Tiger is capable of, how he, acts in certain situations. I feel Nori is starting to make some adjustments, obviously, as he got that last round. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sly kind of counters those adjustments, see how much he changes up his playstyle, see what options he starts switching to, or if he stays this consistent and whatnot. With that last round, I do feel, as you said, I think Sly got a little impatient. And, as I was going and saying, as someone personally who, plays faster characters in fighting games, once you get that momentum going, you want to keep it. So it's, you really have to kind of rein yourself back in sometimes and keep yourself from hitting buttons and just kind of let your opponent hang themselves. So I think, excuse me, I think Nori is definitely making those adjustments. So if Sly can reel it back in and then, regain that momentum, I think he's going to have the advantage and have an edge, unless Nori can get in his head and start, snuffing out everything that, he's trying to get started.
Yeah, I feel like from what's being said, Slayer Tiger said he won 2-0, and unfortunately we didn't get to see the rest of that. But I can only imagine that as long as Nori was checking Slayer Tiger from time to time, I think that we could have probably seen an adaptation going on even more further. Yeah. And I liked what Nori was doing. At one point, he was getting